Added some tougher new rules on cash bail that he says will protect you and your family. Others say they're just cruel to poor people.
The Georgia law now adds 30 new offenses that force suspects to put up cash bail to get out of jail, including 18 that are sometimes misdemeanors.
Our team coverage starts with Atlanta News First Abby Casoris, and she reveals why the ACLU is already threatening to sue no matter how much the governor touts this new law.
This bill carries out important bail reforms that will ensure dangerous individuals cannot walk our streets and commit further crimes.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp and Republican leaders joining law enforcement from across the state to sign Senate Bill 63, adding dozens of offenses to the list of crimes requiring cash bail, including criminal trespass, failure to appear for a traffic citation, or possessing more than an ounce of marijuana.
If people are not breaking the law, then they don't have to worry about this. But for people that are breaking the law, the reason that the General Assembly is doing this, and I support it, is because of habitual violators. I mean, our men and women are law enforcement are chasing the same people over and over and over again because local judges are just letting these people out with a get-out-of-jail-free card.
The bill also keeps organizations from bailing out more than 3 people a year. While Kemp and Republicans claim this is a win for public safety, the American Civil Liberties Union of Georgia feels this penalizes people unable to afford bail.
SB 63 is terrible policy. It's costly, it's counterproductive, it's cruel.
Legal Director Corey Isaacson says they're filing a lawsuit on the basis that this disproportionately affects people who are low income. Their position is this bill creates a 2-tier justice system where wealth determines whether or not people are stuck in jail.
Follow the research, which shows that the more we unnecessarily incarcerate people, the more it costs us and the less safe it makes us.
We asked the governor about the ACLU's threat of a lawsuit. He says he expects the law will hold up in court. In Atlanta, I'm Abby Casoris.
The new law could put more people into Georgia's already crowded criminal justice system.
Atlanta News First investigative reporter Andy Parati has spent years covering Georgia jails and prisons. So, Andy, what's the potential impact with all of this?
You know, advocates tell me this new law will increase jail populations, overburden the court system, and force people to wait in jail for their day in court too long. At Fulton County's jail, for example, at least a dozen people have died at the facility since 2023. People waiting for their day in court, not guilty of crimes. During that time, the detention center was grossly over capacity. Let me put in perspective. The Prison Policy Initiative recently issued a new report showing Georgia locks up 968 per 100,000 people. Take a look. That's the highest. That's not only the highest in the U.S., it's a higher percentage of people behind bars than any free democratic country on earth. An attorney for the Southern Center for Human Rights says the new law requiring cash bail for more than 30 more offenses will make the problem worse.
You can't wait to care about this until it impacts someone that you know. Not everyone who is arrested is guilty of a crime. Not everyone who was arrested for a crime is guilty of what they're charged with.
The Southern Center for Human Rights says the state can reduce its jail populations by eliminating cash bail and reducing the court backlogs, detaining people too long for their day in court. Andy Parati, Atlanta News First.